Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T26E5 Patriot. It's a Tier 8 American heavy tank, a premium heavy tank, and it's located on the northeast spawn of Live Oaks, and it's under the command of CuriousSpore. Now, what can I tell you about the T26E5? Well, it was a modification made to the tank to enhance the armour after they trialled enhanced armour on the Super Jumbo. It had a 90mm gun, which is very effective, and 8 inches of armour at the front. The only problem was that in order to carry all that extra armour, they had to enhance the suspension and the width of the tracks, and that made it very, very difficult to transport the tank by rail, as well as for it using bridging equipment. It was virtually impossible. It could only go on a floating bridge, and even then not when it had the spacers on the extra spacers on the side of the tracks to reduce the loading. It's got penetration of 230mm with standard ammo and alpha damage of 240. And we're coming up to the railway line, the gap. And you say you either get the gap or you lose the battle. At least that's what some people say, some unicums say. And CuriousSpore has got to the gap and nobody there. Well, we know the enemy's in the town. She didn't receive any fire when she moved into the dip. Actually, they say dip or die, don't they? That's what they say. You either dip or die. Still no enemy. Now, the good thing about this tank is it's got good gun depression. And when it's in a hold down position, it is virtually impregnable. And we've got that's an easy 2. That's a jumbo up there. This is the tank that actually inspired the production of the T26. Rather, the T26E5. Oh, took a round there from an E25 and it bounced. And that was Arty. That was a little more successful. It was a near miss. For 30 hit points, it stunned the crew though. That's the problem. And that's going to slow reload. Okay, we've still got that replay bug, which shows 3 of the crew as still stunned. In actual fact, they're not stunned at all at this moment. I know that for a fact. It is a bug in the mods. Anyway, she's crossing the water. Steep water at this point, actually. You can easily drown in here. I did drown in one vehicle, crossing this gap. I was just too small, and I couldn't get across in time. Okay, CuriousSpore's coming up the other side. Where's the enemy? There's an E25 up here ahead. There's the jumbo. We've auto-aimed onto him. Trouble is, if she goes up over the railway track, she'll be exposed for a few seconds where she can't bring her gun to bear. Oh, lost him. But she's using that bush. And sounds like Arty was trying as well. She's auto-aimed again and fires around and it bounces off. But he was killed by our Arty. The school bus got him. Took a round there from the Tiger. Trying to use the bush to come up. The FP4-201's moved ahead. He's stunned though. I think CuriousSpore's hanging back just to see what the Tiger 1 does. Oh, he's gone round the corner. Okay. Is she going to auto-aim on him? Not yet. We still don't know where that E25's gone. We do know that the enemy team has lost one of their Arty. And we're moving ahead. Looks like that Tiger's engaged. Oh, unfortunately, the E25 just took out our T3485. But we've taken out their Jackson. Now, no Arty, but there's their IKV. We've auto-aimed on. Now, I do happen to know that... oh, one shot! That's all it took, one shot. That's the power of this 90mm gun. It is very effective. Now, CuriousSpore is not very well at the moment. She's actually in a full body cast, I believe. So if you do see her online, ask her if she's better. Oh, good hit there. Low roll, though. Lost the E25. She fired that round off before she locked on again. Going for the AMX CDC. Oh, no, missed. He's a fast-moving medium, and it looked like he had a fire there. He's gone into the dip. We took out our T26E5 in the process. Is he coming back up? Now, we've got 2-tank advantage at the moment. Now, the enemy's still got 2 Artys, so I suspect that one of those Arty might be still in the dip. And the other one might have moved north. It's got a Lorraine 15550 and a Hummel. The Hummel's fairly slow. The Lorraine can move out quite quickly if he needs to. But one of those Arty might be in the dip and we might be able to encounter them. Yeah, there he is. In fact, both of them are there. Puts a shell into the Hummel, takes a round from the E25, another one blocked, takes out the Hummel. Going for the Pascuccis. Oh, one in. Go for the ram kill. Go for the ram kill. Oh, that's the Pascuccis. If you're in a position like that and you don't kill the Arty with one shot, the ram kill is obviously a preferable way of getting rid of them fairly quickly. Most Artys tend to come off rather badly if you ram kill them. There's E25. He's up on the hill. He's still there. Auto aims in but misses him. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Arty anymore, but the enemy has made it through the town and they're coming into our cap area. Our Arty are moving out of their usual positions. We've got that CDC ahead. Still got plenty of hit points though. We seem to be bouncing around from the E25, which is good. There's the CDC. Okay, he's moving. He's a one-shot. There's the E25. Auto aims on, misses. He pulls back in time. Trying to use the hull down position, you see there, with the gun depression to help us get the kill. The FV201's moved ahead. I think we can bridge the gap now and move ahead. CuriousSpore is hanging back just in case. Okay, now going for it. We've got 3 kills already, which is very good. So that's 1/5 of the enemy team. And she could breach the hit the top of the hill here, the crest. But if she does, she might be spotted. She has got those trees to protect her to a certain extent. Going around the crest instead. Oh, there's the Churchill. Locked on, gets a hit in. Oh, took 2 rounds. If she had gone up over the crest, she probably would have been hit by both of those heavies simultaneously. The 201's using the ridgeline as well. Oh, we took a round on the gun. You can see the mark on the gun. Yep, you can definitely see it. Yeah, it took a round right through the mantlet and the barrel. Locks on, but nope, misses that occasion. Got a ricochet. Going for the CDC instead. Oh, we just lost one of our tanks. It was the FV304 was taken out by the E25. CDC's behind the houses. Now he's open. Nope. It looks like CuriousSpore is playing this entirely third person. Oh, E25's behind us. He's behind us. Yep. Oh, going for him. Locked on. Yes, one shot. He was a one shot anyway at that point. Remember, the alpha damage is quite high. Oh, got a good shot and a fire on the Churchill. But the Churchill was actually killed by the FV201. Now we're going for that Tiger P. So she's got 4 kills now. Tiger P's hiding behind the house. He's got plenty of health. He doesn't really need to hide, but he is being attacked by 2 tanks at once. In fact, 3 tanks by once. at once. So if we can all get in there together at the same time. There he is. He's exposed his rear. One shot into his rear. 244. That's reduced himself a lot. Right, we're going to try and bridge the gap here. He is taking fire from the others. Arty are helping as well. They're sitting in the cap. Yep, the Tiger P is going to go down. He's one shot. Yeah, he's gone. And that's it. Game over. We've won. And will she platoon at the last second? Oh, I think it's too late to now. But let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the second class tanker for CuriousSpore in the T26E5 Patriot, the one with the special paint job. I actually used the one without the paint job because I think it attracts less attention. She also got the Hand of God because she received damage from no less than 4 different enemy tanks during the battle. She got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She managed to get 5 in total. And she got a Duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks that did damage to her during the battle. A Fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. And a Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for her own vehicle. But here's the good ones. She got a Pascucci's for taking out both of the enemy Arty. The Lorraine 15550 and the Hummel. And she got a steel wall because she bounced at least, or she received at least 11 shots from the enemy, potential damage over 1,000 hit points, and she managed to survive the battle at the end as well. So great job there, CuriousSpore. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, you can see she's got highest damage on her team. In fact, it's a surprise that she didn't get the high caliber in this battle. But she got 2,354 hit points of damage. But unfortunately, it may not have been 20% of the enemy hit points in total, and that's why she may not have got the high caliber. She did manage to get the highest number of kills, 4. And when it came to base XP, well, she was just a little short of getting the highest figure. The FP201, he managed to get the highest amount with 1,054, whereas CuriousSpore came in with 3rd place, just behind the school bus with 959. She managed to get 957. Best the enemy could do well on damage was their AMX CDC. He managed to get 1,880. The highest number of kills was their E25, along with the CDC, and their highest base XP was their T3485, funnily enough. But let's have a look at detail report. Well, we can see the CuriousSpore fired 22 rounds during that battle, got 14 direct hits, 11 penetrations, damage of 2,354 hit points, of which 789 were at more than 300 meters. I think actually one of those shots was on the which was the IKV-65. I think that was the one that was at long range. She received 14 hits during the game, 5 penetrations, 9 non-penetrations, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage from the enemy Arty. Of course, that was that near miss that failed to kill her. She did block damage of 1,190 hit points. She spotted 3 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 218 hit points. On a standard account, she earned 53,022 credits, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, she ended up with 38,194 credits. She received 957 base XP times 2 for the first victory of the day, and she got 96 XP because this is a premium vehicle, so she took away 2,010 experience points altogether. So yes, a really good round there by CuriousSpore. If you do see her on the boards, do say hello and ask her how she's getting on, because it can't be fun having a full body cast. I don't think anybody likes that, because of course you have to get all those straws to scratch in all the unusual places that you've got if you've got a full body cast, and it can be very, very awkward. But she must be very poorly in order to have one of those made up. Do tell her that you heard that she wasn't well, and find out if she's getting any better. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that will be featuring in the next video.